Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about Toy Story, which is a famous 1995 movie made by Pixar. I'm talking about it because they brought it back recently for the 30th anniversary in my movie theater, and honestly, it was such a joy to see that movie again. I haven't seen it since I was little, and it was one of my favorite, the Toy Story movies, 1, 2, and 3 were like my favorite movies growing up, favorite animated movies at least. So it was a great time to see the original one back in the theater. There's something about this movie that is just so timeless. I feel like no matter what age you are, I feel you could find some enjoyment out of it. And I think that's what a good kids movie should do, be enjoyed by both kids and adults. I feel like a lot of movies uh, generated towards kids nowadays seem to forget that. And it seems like they, I don't know, kind of talk down to the audience instead of respecting them, I guess. Toy Story, it's a very clean movie. You know, you're not gonna find any like dirty humor in it, and that's great because the kids could like it. But it's also really well written that the adults could like it as well. The animation, despite being 30 years old, holds up pretty well. I mean, obviously, the Toy Story animation improves with uh, each movie. You know, it gets more detailed, but still, like the first one is still like really good for especially for its time. Uh, Computer generated movies like CGI 3D animated movies back then were very rare, and like the PlayStation 1 just came out. So the fact that this movie looks as good as it does is incredible. The plot is very simplistic, but also in a good way. I really like the characters of Woody and Buzz. The voice actors have such good chemistry with each other, and it's come to the point where like anytime I see Tom Hanks or Tim Allen in like a movie or something, I can't hear their voices without thinking of Toy Story. I really like Woody. He's a very flawed character. His jealousy comes out a lot of times in the movie, and I think it's important to make your characters flawed, especially in a kids movie, to show kids that like, yeah, nobody's perfect. You know, everybody has their flaws. I think I like his growth throughout the movie, how he becomes a lot more accepting towards Buzz, and as Buzz learns that he is not a toy, he is not a space ranger. He is actually a toy, and he has this like little existential crisis. Very emotional for a kids movie. The music has this sense of nostalgia. The soundtrack by Randy Newman, it just kind of takes you back to a more simpler time. And I like how they don't really specifically say which time period this movie takes place in. I'm guessing sometime in the mid 1900s, you know, the mid 20th century. But I like this sense of ambiguity about it because it could be my childhood, it could be my parents' childhood, it could be my grandparents' childhood. You don't really know, and I think that puts you in the eyes of the characters. You know, it takes you back to your childhood, and all in all, very memorable movie. You know, I could see why it stood the test of time. They have a lot of sequels. Um, the huge in Disney World when I went to Disney World when I was 12. Lot of Toy Story references there. So I even got to meet Woody and Buzz, which was nice. So yeah, let me know down in the comments what you guys thought of Toy Story and what is your favorite Toy Story. I'm gonna have to go Toy Story 3 because I really like the mature themes handled in that movie. If I had to rank them, I'd go 3, 1, 2, 4. But I like all of them. You know, I think all four movies are pretty good. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.